Hello and welcome back into the garden to Two Peas in a Podcast. I'm Sean. And today we have a very depressing episode. I don't know how this is going to go.
Guys,
We did the thing.
we did what we said we were going to do. We watched Madam Web.
Yeah.
Not together,
No.
separate times.
Yes.
But we did watch it.
Yes.
And
We've taken notes and we're going to talk about it today. How are you feeling? This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a rough episode. I know we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
I got a lot to say. Some of you might recall, I think I said this in the last episode. I was like, maybe Madam Web will be better than we thought.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
No. It really wasn't. Honestly, it was worse than I thought.
I've been waiting this all week to say this. It made Venom 3 look like God's gift.
Yes. Yeah. It's bad. And also, for the amount of nothing that happens in this movie, I have way too many notes.
Oh, nothing happened in this movie
Nothing
at all.
happens in this movie, and I have way too many notes.
Like, I finished the movie and I said, so wait, what happened? Like, what happened in this that I'm supposed to be aware of?
Yeah. So,
Nothing. Nothing happened at all. I'm gonna just...
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better.
Cool. Yeah, but... So, before we get into talking about it, do you want to rank it first out of 10? Give it a number out of 10?
Oh, I gave it a 0.
Yeah, I was going to give it a -1.
I gave it a big fat goose egg.
Yeah, this has definitely been... It replaced my least favorite movie of all time, which was Artemis Fowl. Artemis Fowl was my least favorite movie of all time, and this just replaced it. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, I think.
I went through this movie and I never do this, but I checked the runtime, like how far in I was, about 3 or 4
Yeah.
different times throughout the movie.
I did too.
Because the first time I was only like 25 minutes in, and I was like, bro, I feel like I've been watching this for an hour.
Yeah.
And I almost turned it off like 3 or 4 times.
Well, to be fair,
I almost couldn't do it.
the first time I checked the runtime on it was just because I was like, I got to that point where I was like, damn, I want to turn this off. So I was like, how far into this thing am I? I was 17 minutes in when I checked. And man, oh man, just, I hate it. I hate this movie. This movie, there's no sauce.
I can't believe like I got through this miserable dumpster fire of a movie.
Yeah. And when I watched it, it was 3:30 in the morning. And just to put this in perspective, the night that I watched it was the night the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight happened on Netflix. So I got home from a long, hard day's
Which
of
was
work.
more entertaining.
The Tyson fight.
Wow.
And nothing happened in that either. But I got home after work, and I was watching the Mike Tyson fight, and I was severely disappointed in what happened and the way that went. Then after that, me and Josh played Jeopardy on PlayStation, and for the first half of the game, it just wouldn't register my buttons, so I was losing horribly. And then
I forgot that was the same
yeah,
night.
and then after I started doing well, Josh started to lose, so he started to get really aggressive and angry about it. So then that didn't make the situation any better. That made me feel bad. And then after
Forgot
that,
this was all on the same
after
night.
that, I had to watch Madam fucking Web. And after Madam Web, I tried to go to bed. It was already 5:30 in the morning. I tried to go to bed, and my cats were scratching on the bag of cat food that I had bought that night. So it was just super annoying. And then when I hid the cat food, they started scratching on the door to leave the room. So I didn't fall asleep until like I didn't wind up falling asleep until 6 a.m.,
Oof.
which is the time that my girlfriend gets up to go to work.
Oh my god.
So
Wow, that was a rough night.
was
for you.
depressing. That was so bad.
Damn, now I feel bad contributing to that.
Yeah, that my whole night was just not. It just wasn't good.
I feel bad contributing to that.
No, but like, oh my god, I hated it. The whole experience was just miserable. So that's what I had to say. All right, you want to get into stuff?
Yeah, first so I have a new thing. So when we review movies or TV shows, I've decided I think we're going to do a soundboard. I have a soundboard app on my phone.
Okay.
And I want to put, a bad, a mid, and a good sound on there.
Okay.
Now, I don't have any mid or good yet because I'm trying to find the right ones, but I do have the bad one because, obviously it's something I would say for a movie like Madam Web. So, my opinion on Madam Web is...
Oh, that sucked!
Like, it was legitimately bad. That's Chris Rock in Dogma that says that.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's good.
But I'm going to get into the pros.
Yeah, let's talk about the
first.
good stuff.
Despite
first.
it having a 0, I'm going to get into the pros first.
Yeah.
For one, the ADR actually made when you watch movies and they go back in time or use flashbacks or reuse quotes.
Yes.
And they always sound different from how they sounded the first time.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did the copy and paste this time with the ADR.
Okay.
So, if she went back and heard the same line twice, it was exactly the same.
Okay.
Like as if they copied and pasted it. So
Yeah.
I got to give ADR credit for that because no one ever really does that. But of
Okay.
course they decided to do it in one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It proves Dakota Johnson should never be a mother.
That's a good thing?
Yeah, because she gets the kids and then 5 minutes later she's like, I'm gonna go into town and do this, and just leaves them in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah, that was something I had written down too.
I'm like, bro, what?
Her whole thing is she's like, oh, I'm here to protect you. Oh, but
Yeah.
give me 2 weeks, I'll be back. I have to go to fucking, what was it, the Amazon?
Yeah.
Forest.
Just stay in this hotel with this guy that I know that you just met, and I gotta
Yeah.
go to the Amazon for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. Yeah, I know you're in the middle of a life-threatening situation.
Yeah, I know.
Someone's
I know
out to
that
kill
somebody's
you,
out there trying to kill you, but I'm
and
gonna leave you
the
with.
only one that can save you.
I'm gonna leave you with my paramedic best friend who is not good defensively at all, and who has a sister-in-law that's pregnant.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go to the Amazon for 2 weeks and learn about my past.
Yeah. But you'll be fine.
But you'll be fine.
Yeah.
50 Shades Erased.
Nice.
Because this pretty much erased Dakota Johnson off the face of the earth at this point.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, basically. Shout out New York City taxis. Apparently they're built really well because she drove that thing for like half the movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Took it to the airport, left it there, and then brought it back from said airport. Like, damn.
And that's after ramming it into a diner.
Yeah, I have to shout out New York City taxis because I guess they're built very reliable like that. So
Yeah.
those are my pros. That's
Yeah.
it. That's literally it though.
Yeah, I only have 3 things good to talk about it. Adam Scott, as they don't call him Uncle Ben, but his name is Ben Parker, and he's
Yeah.
going to be an uncle.
And clarification, one more thing, clarification. I think a lot of people thought that Mary Parker was his, wife or sisters or girlfriend
Yeah.
or something. It's his sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So Richard, Peter's actual father, is
The brother.
the brother to
to
Ben.
Ben. Yeah.
So it actually kind of makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Hence why Mary has the same last name as Ben.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that they did that. But obviously there was no Aunt May because, I don't guess he hasn't met May yet.
Well, he did say I met someone, and then she's like, "What's her name?" And he's like, he just stays quiet.
Oh, that's right.
So he
yeah.
met someone, we just don't know who, but we know
That's
who.
right.
But yeah, Adam Scott is like the only one in this movie that's like kind of enjoyable. He doesn't do anything funny or fun.
But he is the only one that tried.
Yeah.
Tried.
Yeah, he's the only one that tried, and he's the only one that I feel like maybe had a good time in this movie. And he's only in the movie for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's not really.
He's in the
that much.
beginning and the end. He's not really anywhere
Yeah,
else.
he's not really.
So
in
that's
that
one
much.
good thing. The other good thing I have is the suits that the girls wear the young girls,
Oh, the ones that show up at the end.
are beautiful.
The ones that they don't actually wear in the entire movie.
Yeah, we see it in like a future thing.
Yeah.
In the beginning with Ezekiel when he's having the vision, the costumes look great. They look good, but we don't see them ever. We only see them once.
Yeah,
for
we
that,
see them in
that
the
3-minute
visions.
scene.
Yeah, they're
and
not
that's it.
actually. Yeah, they're not actually in the
So
movie.
that made me kind of sad that we didn't get to see them. Pretty much every scene of the suits that you see in the movie are in the trailers.
Pretty much.
So if you've
yeah.
seen the trailers, you've basically seen the suits and the movie.
Yeah, basically.
And the third and final good thing I have about this movie is it does have an ending. It does end. The
Yeah,
credits roll.
It ends.
Yeah. And there's no end credit scene, so you don't even have to stay. You don't even have to keep sitting.
You know, I did. I thought
Oh,
I
yeah, I
couldn't
did
remember
too.
if there was or not, so I stayed through the credits. Which were awful too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Yep.
I just wasted an hour and 56 minutes of my life.
Yeah, it was bad. But
Speak-
that's all the good stuff I
So
have.
we're gonna get into the cons, and the first.
Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers if you care, or if, you haven't seen it. But it doesn't really matter. But we have to say spoilers anyway.
First thing I want to get into with the cons that I didn't, because I didn't write it down. Do you remember the ending when, after she gets blinded by the
Yeah.
falling whatever?
Mhm.
Notice she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She didn't get crippled. She can walk fine.
No, yeah, but the thing that, because I was thinking the same thing, but then I remembered there's that scene where she's, like, having, like, the flashback to go find out why her mother went to the Amazon. Her mother says, or the doctor that her mom is talking to says that the baby has, like, a muscle degenerative disorder.
Oh, wait, that's right.
Yeah, which is funny because the whole reason her mom was trying to get the spider is so that her baby didn't have that muscle disease.
Yeah.
But she still winds up getting the muscle disease anyway.
Yeah, wait a minute.
The
no,
only
wait.
thing the spider bite did was
But-
give her future sight.
But did she, though? Like, maybe she didn't, and then she's just in the wheelchair.
I don't know, but
I'm
either
like-
way, it's...
Either way, it's confusing. But I'm like,
yeah.
I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, bitch, you can walk.
Yeah.
Get
no, it
out
was
of the
bad.
wheelchair. You're not fucking Charles Xavier.
Yeah,
You
it
can
was
walk.
bad. Also, this movie goes to say that she's in her early 30s, but at the end of the movie when she's in the wheelchair, because of the comic, like, design of Madame Web, I don't know if it was the lighting from the window in the scene, but at the very end when she's in the wheelchair and she turns around and goes, like, to the window, you can kind of see a little bit of gray start to get into her hair. Because in the comic, she's supposed to be an older lady.
Yeah.
Which, why is Madame Web not an old-ass lady in this movie? She's super... I get it,
I know.
it's an origin
It is
story,
kind of odd.
but it just doesn't sit right with me.
I mean, they did do 2003, so by the time of the current, like, present year, she would be an older lady.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah, I don't get it.
all right. Now we're really getting into the cons.
Yes.
The cinematography. What in the living Christ was all of that?
Yeah. It was
You-
trash.
First of all, can we talk about the office-style zooms on the characters
oh,
that they
yeah,
were doing?
I have that written down.
Can we talk about the office-style zooms that they had?
Where is it? Weird zooms with the CGI spider. In the beginning
Yeah.
scene when they're in the
Like
Amazon.
when it's going like
Yep.
like that. Like I'm not. What is? I'm like, what is this? Like, am I watching The Office or Parks and Rec right
Yeah,
now?
it's
Because that's
so
what it felt
bad.
like.
And man, during the scene that I noticed it, the spider that they find in the Amazon when she's got it in the little container, the CGI is so bad.
Oh.
It looks so out of place. Like it's photoshopped and CGI.
And then
so
the
bad.
the other shot that really killed me was the shots going in like 360. Like it would start here and it would spin around this way, and then it would spin like right here, and then I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
just cut it.
yeah,
Stop
just
with
cut.
the fucking.
weird. Like stop trying to add sauce to this movie. You know.
I was watching like why did they film it like this?
I think they were trying to recapture the way cinematography was done back in the early 2000s, because like the Sam Raimi movies have those kind of things. They have those weird zooms and the camera spins.
Yeah, but
But
worked.
this is a movie that came out in what, 2022?
4 came
20
out this year.
Did it come? Madam
Yeah.
Web came out this year.
Yes, it did. Early on in the year. No, it did. That was first, and then Venom, and now Craven.
That's worse.
I-
That made me feel worse.
I know.
That's bad.
It-
Because they can't even use COVID as an excuse.
No, they can't. It came out this
Wow.
year.
Goddamn. Well, that was depressing.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh no, yeah, no.
I'm not
Me
done.
neither. I've got plenty more.
We're just getting started. The visual effects, ass.
trash.
The acting, ass.
God awful.
And then we'll get into some more cons, like Toxic by Britney Spears.
Yeah, this movie really wants you to remember that it's early 2000s.
Yeah, they
That
really
it's
wanted you to
2003.
remember. I heard Toxic on. I'm like, they put this song in the worst
Yep.
spot.
Yeah,
I understand they wanted to use it, but like, not here.
yeah. Also,
Not
the
here.
script, whoever wrote this, this script is AI.
Oh, it's
It's-
yeah.
It seems like it was so written by ChatGPT.
Well, it's and then the ADR didn't help either.
Yeah, it's just so bad.
Another con, Ezekiel Sims.
What is his accent?
What is he,
What?
bro?
He got hit the worst with the ADRing, but his accent is fucking weird. He never wears shoes for no reason.
Bro, his performance was so bad.
His costume is the worst thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, it looks like an Amazing Spider-Man video game, like, suit that you unlock in that game.
His performance was just so bad.
It's terrible.
I mean, a notable quote I got from him was towards the beginning where he goes, and this is exactly how he says it in the movie. He goes, "Where's my spider? They took my spider." Like,
Yeah.
bro, why? What
Yeah.
the fuck, bro? You sound like a 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my spider?
and
They
then when
took
he-
my spider. Like, shut the fuck up,
when
Ezekiel.
he kills the lady in the beginning of the movie too, and he's like, fortunately you didn't see your future.
Yeah, fortunately you didn't see your future. Like, no,
Yeah.
bitch, of course he didn't.
Yeah.
Of course she didn't.
Yeah, or like he's like, yeah, fortunately you didn't see how far you didn't see your death coming. Like, what are you saying? What? None of that made sense. What are you talking about? You
Oh.
are the only person in the room that can see the future, kind of.
I legitimately despised Ezekiel Sims in that entire movie.
He's the worst villain ever.
I could not stand him at all. But I also
Uh-oh.
we thought this was going to be the end of the Dakota Johnson arc for me. It's not.
No.
Dakota Johnson and Hermione is in my list of cons.
Hermione?
First of all, her performance is ass. It's also trash and
Yeah.
and flat, just like Ezekiel Sims
Yes.
and pretty much everybody else in the movie.
Yeah.
Towards the end, when she's like crawling, when she's about to be killed by Ezekiel before she comes back from it, notice she's like crawling along the rooftop, just going,
Oh, yeah.
like this ain't 50 Shades of Grey, bro. Like, you're not having sex, you're dying, you're laying on your
Yeah.
your back.
I didn't
dying.
even really pay attention to it. I was so, like, that, because I was so out of it at that point.
Ugh.
But,
And her notable quote of the movie was, "I just want to go home and watch Idol."
yeah, I have that written down too. Idol? Really? And that's when I
That
realized...
was 17 minutes in, yeah.
17 minutes
I just
in,
wa-
struggling.
I just want to go home and watch Idol.
Just want to go. You really Idol? Really, of all the shows?
But like that
Idol?
line was not necessary
Yeah.
at all. Like,
Yeah. Oh my god,
oh
it was
my
so
God.
bad. I'm so glad you brought that up because I literally had that written down. Wow.
One more notable quote is when you take responsibility,
Yep.
great power will come.
Yep. Why?
I hate fucking these
Why?
these Sony films are just
And it's
so
said
bad.
by a character that's only in the film for 3 minutes.
Yeah, the one that just so happens to be dressed just like Spider-Man in the Raimi trilogy
Yeah.
with the webs and shit.
Yep. But worse.
How funny is that they made him look just like that?
I don't think it's funny. I think it's
When you take responsibility,
Preposterous.
great power will come.
yeah.
So, does that mean I can take responsibility and great power will come with my TV remote?
Look, that quote said that way works one way, and I figured it out. If in the movie, right, Dakota Johnson's character explains to Ben, right, that she's been having visions and blah 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 and she has to figure it all out, Ben in that moment should say that line exactly the way it is.
Yeah.
He should say, when you take the power, or whatever the fuck, when you take the power, responsibility will come. And as a joke, Dakota Johnson, before she walks away from him, should say, you should work on that a little bit, and then walk out the scene.
I like how you're thinking of other ways this could have worked when I was just sitting there like, no, this didn't work and it never will.
Yeah, well, that was like the only thing I was thinking. I was like, wow, this quote works one way and one way only, and they didn't think about it. So
Yeah.
why
true.
have the line in there anyway? I have a bunch of little things in here, like,
One more con for me is
Oh.
one more con for me is 5:07 p.m.
5:07.
So when they're in the hotel room, right, and she wakes them up like in the rise and shine in the morning,
Yeah.
I look at the clock and it clearly says 5:07 p.m.
Yeah.
because the little light is on for where it says p.m.
Oh.
I'm like, rise and shine, good morning, bro. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I didn't even notice.
That had me.
That's funny.
All right, go with yours because there's
Okay.
probably more that I haven't written down.
I have a bunch of just random ones. It's the most unfunny movie I've ever seen.
Well, yeah.
In the scene where, in the very, very beginning, when her mom is like dying and the tree people come and save her, when they're running through the trees, all I could think of was Twilight. Do you remember in Twilight when Edward
Yeah.
had Bella on his back and he was jumping on the trees? It looked just like that. Also, in the very beginning, she tells Ezekiel, "Oh, I'm having contractions, but I'm not going to let that stop me." And then Ezekiel's like, "Maybe you should rest." Bitch, he just said she's not going to let anything stop her. So clearly you're saying you should take a rest for no reason, and you know it. Like, why? Useless dialogue right there.
There's a lot of useless dialogue.
Dakota Johnson hates her job, kids, and everything except cats. In this
Pretty much, yeah.
in this movie, Dakota Johnson hates everything, even cats.
Everything she did in it was just weird.
Yeah, because she's rushing, like full speeding through New York streets to get this lady to the hospital, and when they get there, the doctor says, "Oh, your patient is okay," and Dakota Johnson's like, "Who?
Yeah, who?
You rushed her to the hospital because it seems like you care, but then you don't care." And then a little boy hands you a little painting that he drew for you as a gift, and you're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw this out when I leave."
Yeah.
What do you do? You hate people. You hate everything. You hate.
She really did.
The only person in this movie that she's nice to is the cat that keeps coming to her window. That's it.
Pretty much.
And then when she goes to the house, she reminisces over some photos of her mom.
Yeah, wait a minute.
She's reminiscing over a person she never met.
You know what I find? You know what also had me too?
What?
It's just like that when she just is at home and just randomly decides to pull out the briefcase full of her mom's her journal and all the pictures. I'm like, first of all, where did you get that from?
Yeah, who gave that to you?
And why are you looking at it?
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah, because not only are you looking at it to reminisce, but in the movie you clearly state that you hate your mom because she died for no reason and you don't know why. But then you're looking at photos of her and like almost getting sentimental because it's your mom, who you never met and you still don't have any answers of. I'm surprised you even know that you have a mom. Because, like, what is that?
Yeah, like, I just find it funny because obviously her mom died before she was born. So, like, I like how she just, probably was in a foster home when she was a kid. Oh, wait, she was.
She was, because she says it.
But yet she still has her last name of Webb.
Yeah.
She knows who her she just has her mom's belongings. Like, where did this shit come from?
Yeah. And
this shit should have been locked up somewhere.
And don't tell me the spider people found her stuff, her mom's stuff, and gave it to a newborn child and then sent that child back to New York. None of that makes sense. She should have grown up in the Amazon with those spider people. Why? I don't get it. Another thing I have, paramedics in this movie are doing fighter jobs. Because when the dude is stuck in the car hanging off the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a paramedic thing. That's a firefighter thing.
That's true.
Firefighters show up and help that person.
I didn't think of that.
And then when the firefighters get the guy out the car, they hand him to the paramedics. Why are paramedics doing this job?
They only did that so that way she would be in the car when it fell.
Yeah, that's the only reason they did it. But, like, I guess firefighters just
because they just didn't have firefighters. It's like, nah, that person. I'm not gonna go save that guy today.
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck that guy.
It was fucking stupid. The baby shower scene is the most cringy ass shit I've ever fucking seen.
That was one of the times I almost turned the movie off.
Oh yeah, me too. I almost turned it off. Especially since there's all these references to like, oh, what's the baby's name gonna be? And she's like, oh, the baby's name is, and then when she says it, a balloon pops.
Yeah.
So that we don't know what the baby's name is. We know who it is. Why are you acting like we don't know? His name's Peter. Her last name's Parker. Her brother-in-law is Ben. All the dots. You don't have to tease this. If this movie came out before the Raimi trilogy, fine. Go ahead, do that.
But that's how Sony. This is how Sony is.
Yeah.
This is how they do it.
My mom knows who Peter Parker is, and she doesn't even watch these things. She doesn't watch Marvel movies. I could go with my mom and be like, "Hey, my friend Peter Parker is coming over," and she'd be like, "You're friends with Spider-Man? That's so cool."
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? No, everybody knows who Peter Parker is. You don't have to hide it. It pisses me off.
Well, that's Sony for you.
Yeah. This movie also has another train scene that's way too long.
Yeah.
Just like Morbius.
Yeah, but Morbius's was long, but it worked.
Yeah, it was cool.
A little bit.
Yeah.
This one did not work.
No, this one was horrible.
New York City's full of crazy these days.
That was another moment I almost turned the movie off.
He said that. How many times was that said? 3
I
times?
think he said it like 4 times or something like that. When Cassie, is that her name? When Dakota Johnson takes the 3 girls off the train, it wasn't a kidnapping until it was. Until they stopped the taxi and she said, "Here, get out of the car." And the one girl was about to, and then Dakota Johnson locks the door and says, "Wait, you can't," and then drives away. After that point, yes, it's a kidnapping. They don't want to be with you anymore. They were fine before because you were saving them and they saw the dude attacking you. But it wasn't a kidnapping until it was. The clothes that the girls wear match the colors of their suits that they get.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I have right
Okay.
there.
What does that have to do with me?
The villain in this movie almost kind of sort of has the same motives as Arthur Harrow in Moon Knight, because Arthur Harrow's whole thing is he's going to kill people that will do bad things in their future, and Ezekiel is trying to kill the 3 girls because they're going to murder him when he's older.
I wouldn't necessarily call it the same motives. It might sound
No.
It might sound similar.
Yes,
but it's
close.
not. It's
just
not the same thing.
And right here I just have same motives as Arthur Harrow, just way worse.
Well, yeah.
Because he's trying to murder 3 innocent teenage girls because they're going to kill him at some point in his life that he doesn't know. So, like, what are you doing? In the hotel, when Dakota Johnson teaches him how to do CPR, I felt like I was watching a porno.
See, I got to point something out about the CPR real quick. Did you notice they were doing CPR on a lot of people that obviously did not require CPR to get better?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't it on the guy that they pulled out of the car or something? No, it was on somebody else.
No, it was on somebody that was in like this weird warehouse explosion place.
Yeah.
And she's doing she's doing CPR on that dude for like the whole 7-minute scene.
They pulled him out of the burning warehouse,
Yep.
and she's doing CPR on him for like 15 minutes. I'm like, that's not helping.
Yeah. Also,
And then she does it to her boss that gets hit by the truck in the ambulance.
fully
I'm like, that's not going to do anything.
pulls him out of the truck as he's covered in blood and clearly dead. Starts giving him chest compression.
I'm like, CPR is not going to do anything.
Also, CPR requires mouth to mouth. Not
No,
one
she was
person
just-
has given mouth to
she
mouth.
was just
in this
doing
movie.
chest compressions the entire time
Yeah.
on people that are already dead
Yeah.
or don't need it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are you doing CPR on this guy?
Oh my god, it's so bad. This movie is like a little bit under 2 hours long, but it felt like it took a whole goddamn fucking lifetime.
Oh, it took forever just to get to an hour.
It took a whole year off my life. There's 2 fight scenes in this movie. They're both garbage. They're both the worst thing I've ever fucking seen. I don't even remember what the first fight scene was.
I don't know what the fuck Sony is doing here, but they need, like...
Yeah. And I know, at least for Venom, you said that Sony needs to hire a new editing team.
They just need a whole, like...
A whole new post-production team.
They just need a whole new team.
They need a whole new something.
They need to stop hiring directors that have never directed before.
Yep.
Especially movies, especially big-budget superhero movies. They need to stop hiring these post-production teams that they have, because it's ruining the editing and the cinematography. Like, it's so bad.
It is horrible.
They really need to like fix things here because what
It's-
they're doing is not working.
Yeah.
And with Madam Web, it didn't work at all, in any way.
Yeah. This movie is so utterly horrible. I have a list of the Sony movies ranked. I think they all know where we're putting it.
Oh, I
Madam
think so.
Web's at the
Madam Web
bottom.
is at the bottom. It made, like I said, it made Venom 3 look like God's gift.
There's Carnage, there's Venom, there's Morbius, there's Last Dance, there's Whale Poop, and then there's Madam
It
Web.
actually makes me want to rewatch Morbius because I'm sure I would probably enjoy it a lot more now than I did when I first seen it.
Yeah, after seeing The Last Dance and Madam Web, I'm probably gonna have a way bigger appreciation for Morbius.
Oh yeah, because at least Morbius had some good qualities. in it.
Morbius, look,
Morbius was entertaining, not in the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it was at least entertaining in a way.
Look, this movie didn't have sauce. Morbius did. Morbius, while bad, is covered in sauce. The cinematography is really good. The CGI holds up pretty well. Some jokes are pretty good. The acting overall in that movie is decent. It's not the best. It's decent, but
If
there's sauce.
If Morbius and Madam Web were people that had sex with me, Morbius gave me a child and Madam Web gave me HIV.
I like that. That's good. That's a good comparison. But that's all I have to say about this god awful movie.
Yeah, I can't talk. I've been waiting to talk about this since like I think I watched it Thursday,
Yeah.
so a day before you, and
Yeah.
I cannot believe that I managed. I almost didn't get through it. I actually had to stop an hour in.
Yep.
And take a break before I went back to it. But I said, nope, I gotta finish this movie so we can talk about it.
It was bad. And for the whole, like, after they get out of the train, after they all get off the train and then they go to the woods, from that point all the way up to the final fight, nothing happens.
No, nothing
Not
happened
a
at all.
goddamn
The
thing.
diner,
happens.
the diner scene wasn't even epic.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It
I
was
don't know.
just like she prevented it from happening. Like she basically prevented it from happening, so it wasn't even epic. Yeah,
The whole movie is just not.
I'm just happy I got this. I watched it now, so I can say that I watched it and never have to watch it again.
Yeah. And to those of you people out there that have said it's so bad it's good, what are you smoking? Because I want some.
No, Venom Morbius was so bad it's good.
Yes. This movie was not.
This
This movie
movie-
is so bad it's bad.
This movie was. Ugh.
I'd rather watch Catwoman, and I haven't seen it. I've never seen Catwoman. I just know it's one of the
I'd
worst
rather
things.
watch literally anything else.
Yeah. I'd rather watch Artemis Fowl, and I've only seen that movie once because it gave me a heart attack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you remember?
I do.
Yeah, I watched that movie at 2
I forgot
a.m.
about that. The
Mhm.
boy 2 a.m.
Yeah, the movie was over, and I went to turn to grab my remote to turn it off, and I had a heart attack right then
That's
and there.
right. I remember that.
Right then and there. I woke up my girlfriend at the time, and I ran to my dad and my mom in their room, and it was just all around bad. It was horrible. That was the worst. This is now... Madam Web is now the worst movie I've ever seen. But it was Artemis Fowl before. So, that's all we had to say about Madam Web.
Once again, my opinion on this is
Oh, that sucked.
that's my opinion on it.
And that's a pretty good opinion. I agree with it. Speaking of agreeing, we're gonna do a little bit more of agree or disagree.
Works for me.
We still got some time left, and hopefully this will make us feel a little bit better after that.
I hope so, because
Yeah. So, I've got some agree and disagree here. Some of these my girlfriend came up with, so
oh,
we'll see
okay.
how this goes.
all right.
I'm not going to do them in any particular order. We're just going to... so, if you don't know how this works, I'm going to say something that either a lot of people agree with, or one of us agrees with, or somebody that I know agrees with. Like, that's their opinion. And me and Josh will say if we agree or disagree with that opinion. You'll follow along. Let's start off with Joss Whedon. Did the Hulk better than the Russo brothers?
Ooh,
I'm gonna go ahead and say I agree.
Really?
I agree.
All right.
Joss Whedon gave us the Hulk that was in the Avengers and Age of Ultron. Gave us that
Yeah,
raging
that's true.
monster who doesn't really
Yeah.
know what's going on but still has somewhat of a conscience.
Yeah.
And the Russo brothers, while fantastic directors, and I love the stuff that they do, I think they misunderstood where the Hulk's story should have went. I think Smart
But
Hulk...
see, they got control of the Hulk after he was like
Ragnarok.
after he progressed
Yeah.
in his life.
So...
When he stopped being like depressed and shit.
Yeah. No, I think Joss Whedon did great with the Hulk, and then I think Taika did pretty decent with him because he still kept that raging monster and kind of made him like a baby that could like maybe sometimes talk. And then the Russos went one step further and made him fully capable of speech, and he's just in Hulk form.
Yeah, like I don't think the Russo brothers did him dirty.
No, they didn't do him bad, but I just think Joss Whedon did it better.
I think the only reason personally, I'm going to say this. I am going to agree. But the only reason I'm going to say that is because Joss Whedon got him first, and Joss Whedon was able to work in like the beginning of Hulk's story.
Yeah.
You know, where he's this
So
depressed.
it's a timing thing.
Yeah, like if the Russo brothers got him first, I guarantee you they would have been able to do it just like that, if not maybe better.
Yeah.
But I am going to agree with you on that.
Okay. Next one. Pixar should never do live action remakes of their movies.
Agree.
I don't know. I could go either way because I do think most of Pixar's stuff shouldn't be done in live action, like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles. They should stay. But I think maybe a live action Wall-E
Technically, that is
might
live
be
action.
cool.
Technically, it is live action.
What?
Wall-E.
Wall-E?
Technically, part of it is, yeah.
Why?
Because there's live action sequences throughout the movie. Remember?
I hate you. Shut up. I mean, like, the whole movie. I don't mean just the scenes of him being like,
I don't know.
by and large is now.
I don't know. I think personally, most of Pixar's material should never be
Yes.
remade at
Yes,
all
I agree.
in general. Just because, because live action remakes are hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know, and Pixar just has such a great track record with their movies that I feel like any remake of them, whether live action or just another animated one, would just not live up to par the original classic one that we got.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Toy Story, you shouldn't adapt. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
just any of them.
Yeah.
I think everyone should stay away from Pixar
Yep.
films.
I overall agree. I think a live action Up might be decent. Again, maybe a fully live action.
But see, that's
Wall-E.
another one because I feel like you should just stay away from
Yeah.
those.
Oh yeah. Overall, Pixar should stay away from live action remakes.
Yeah, because
but-
you can make them, but they're not going to be
Yeah.
anywhere as close as great as the originals were.
Yeah.
It's like remaking movies from like the 1960s.
Mhm.
It's the same thing. It's just remakes in general.
Yeah.
Remakes are never as good as the originals.
Moving on to one that my girlfriend said, and sticking with Pixar, Toy Story should have ended at 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Agree. 100%.
That's an easy agree. Toy Story 4 is so unnecessary. It's got good stuff.
I mean, I understand they
But-
wanted to keep the story going, and I heard it's got great reviews, but I think 3 would have been the perfect ending for that
Yes.
for that story, and make it a trilogy.
Sending Andy off to college.
Yeah.
Giving the toys to Bonnie. Perfect ending.
Yeah. But that's where it should have stopped.
Yeah. Going to a theater at night is better than going to an early showing. Like in the morning or afternoon.
Agree only on the basis that the theater you're in isn't packed full of people.
Yeah.
And especially like teenagers or young kids that make too much noise and cause distractions.
Yeah.
Because, like you go to a Friday night premiere of a movie, like the day it comes out,
Mhm.
and you go in and the theater's packed full of people because that's the time they always go.
Yeah. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't like a packed theater unless I know it's worth it. Like
Yeah.
with Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, a packed theater is fine because I know at least everyone's going to know when to cheer, when to stop, when to laugh, when to stop.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to see like if we went to go see Venom and the theater was packed, I would have left.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Venom is the movie you go see in a packed theater, because that's a movie that people are just gonna be like on their phones. They're gonna laugh too loud or not at all, and it's just gonna be not fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I think going to
going
the movies,
at night is better.
Yeah, I think it's better at night,
But-
mainly because I like going to the movies, coming out,
Yeah.
maybe going to dinner after, and then going home and sleeping.
But I'll be honest, like one thing, I've never been a fan of going to big premieres of movies, only because of this reason. Because it's always packed in there. You know, you
Yeah.
can, you're always struggling to get around in there, and the movie could be hit or miss too, and the audience could be hit or miss.
Oh yeah.
You could have people in there making so much noise, and it's like, come on, bro, I'm trying to watch the movie. Or you're looking around and you see phone screens light up. It's like,
Yeah, it's just not a good time. I just hate anybody. Look, I usually get along with everyone. I don't really hate a lot of people. But if I'm in a theater and you are somebody that's talking during the movie, you're on your phone, or your ringer is not off. If you're just being a disruptance at all in the theater, I immediately hate you and want you to die. And then after the credits are done, I'm like, okay, they shouldn't die, but I still hate them. I don't like...
yeah.
Like, if you're gonna be like that, just wait till it's the last day in theaters, or wait till it comes to home.
Yeah.
You know? Like, what do you...
Like, if you're going to act like that in the theater, then just don't go to the theater.
Because going to a theater is, like, something that people do for dates, or things that people plan out to go do. So why would you plan to go somewhere and then not pay attention to what you're doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna go to a movie like Endgame or Oppenheimer that's 3 hours almost long,
Yeah.
or like The Way of Water, halfway through the movie, if you're checking your phone to see how long it's been, why'd you go? Why did you come to this movie? Because you knew it was long. If you knew you were gonna get bored halfway through, why would you spend your money on a ticket to go see something I don't know. It's movie theater etiquette is something I'm very passionate about.
I noticed.
Anyway, moving on. Dark of the Moon is the best Transformers movie. I agree. I haven't seen Transformers 1 yet.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah. I'm probably going to watch it this
Yeah, you
week,
know what?
though.
I'd have to say Dark of the Moon is the best.
Yeah.
I feel like they actually got it somewhat right in that one.
That movie also is like a natural disaster. Like, that's like
Yeah.
9/11 levels of impact to society.
Yeah.
Like, the whole city of Chicago got fucking destroyed.
I always used to say the first Transformers movie was the best one, but then I realized it like later on, like, wait a minute, you know what? I think Dark of the Moon actually might be better.
I think the first Transformers movie is better in the sense that it's funnier, and seeing Optimus transform in front of you for the first time, and seeing everything fight for the first time is cool. But I think Dark of the Moon just hits emotionally better. And as everyone says, oh, Megan Fox is so attractive in those movies, I honestly think that Rosie Huntington Whitley, or whatever her name is, in Dark of the Moon
that's
is
one
better.
thing I don't agree on.
Oh, you don't agree?
No, I don't find her attractive at all.
Oh, no, I'm not saying attractiveness. I'm just saying people think Megan Fox was better in those than any other female protagonist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
then
you know what? Yeah.
I think Rosie Huntington Whitley is a better female interest in the franchise. I understand that in Dark of the Moon, her name's Carly. In Dark of the Moon, Carly's job is what Michaela's job was supposed to be, because in the first two movies, Michaela's all like, oh, I love cars, my dad works on them, and all this and that. So in the third movie, her job would have been working at this very high-end business-level car sales place, and Megan Fox got fired before they started filming, but they didn't change the script because it was during the strikes. I understand that's all messed up, but I do think that she's better anyway. Joker is an overrated Batman villain.
Yeah, because they use him too much.
Yes, I agree. We've talked about this before, me and you. I think the Joker's overdone. I'm just done with the Joker altogether. And apparently Barry Keoghan's Joker is getting his own spin-off. I don't care. I really don't.
I think I've heard this before.
Yeah, I don't care. I think
They need to stop adapting Joker all the time.
yeah.
I mean, I understand he's like the villain for Batman, but like, just pick somebody else, please.
Like, look at all the other things that have come out.
Like,
about
adapt the Riddler
Batman
more.
movies. Yeah.
Adapt the Riddler more.
Riddler.
Adapt
great.
Two-Face more.
Harley Quinn has her own animated show that's doing good.
Adapt any other Batman villain more
Yeah.
often than Joker.
The Penguin, his show came out. We haven't seen it yet. We will review The Penguin though. Apparently that was very fucking fantastic.
Joker's just overrated because everybody tries to mimic Heath Ledger.
Yeah, and you can't.
You can't.
Him and Mark Hamill, you just can't.
No, exactly.
You can't do it. But Batman has so many other. Like, I want to see Man Bat and Clayface, and I want to see a good Scarecrow.
Yeah, like adapt different villains.
Yeah.
Change it up a little bit.
He's got so many more.
Stop picking the same like 3 villains you adapt in your movies.
Yeah, pick different ones. Get better. Get
Christ,
good.
you could pick Ra's al Ghul again. He's never adapted. He was adapted what, once or
Yeah.
twice?
I want to see the Court of Owls. You know what I mean?
That
like,
too.
there's so many other good ones. The Joker is just
pick
stupid at this point. And I think, honestly, I think that's the only reason Joker 2, Folie à Deux, did bad. Is because I think everyone's just starting to get so tired of Joker. Because since Heath Ledger, it's been nonstop Joker shit.
I heard it was just bad because
Forever.
it was just bad.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it, but I don't know.
Like,
I just
apparently
think-
Joaquin Phoenix is still great in it.
Yeah. But see, that's the other thing. People are always like, oh, well, the acting in it's good. It's just the concept of the movie sucks. But we all knew it was going to be a musical before it came out. After Joker 1 came out.
I think it turned a lot of people off when they found out it was going to be a musical.
Yeah.
Turned me off. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just think Joker fatigue is happening.
It should be
We're
because
just getting so done
they
with
really need to. Batman's got plenty of villains to choose from to adapt.
Killer Croc.
Pick somebody else.
Anyone else. All right, you want to do one more?
Yeah, one more.
All right, we'll do another one that Allie gave me, which I was surprised she remembered it and said it. But she picked this one specifically for us two because we talk about it. Oppenheimer was the best movie of 2023. I disagree.
Really?
It's the second best movie.
What's your first?
Because you know what other movie came out in 2023? Godzilla Minus One.
Oh, see, I didn't see
And
it.
my God, that is such a beautiful movie.
See, I didn't see it.
Yeah, man, it's so good though.
So
So you agree? Oppenheimer's the best of 2023.
yes, just because I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oppenheimer is second, but that's just because Godzilla
Oppenheimer
Minus
blew
One was
me
so good.
away.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me. Oppenheimer is still for me like a 9 out of 10 movie.
I mean, like it blew me away with how great everything about it was.
Yeah, it was good.
So I would say, yeah, that's probably the best movie of 2023, in my opinion.
I think Oppenheimer. See, I don't know. I was gonna say I think Oppenheimer has the best scene in a movie from 2023, but there's this one scene in Godzilla Minus One where he shoots his atomic breath, and I think that might be better. Maybe. But I'm also a sucker for scale and sound design, and I just think Godzilla had that more than Oppenheimer did.
That's surprising, because Christopher Nolan is a sucker for that too.
Yeah, I think the sound design in Oppenheimer is good. I don't think there's really any sense of scale other than maybe when they first used the atom bomb.
Well, because that's all practical.
that
you
scene-
know? None of that was CGI. It was all
Yeah,
practical.
everything in that movie is
Which is one thing I love about
practical.
Nolan movies is everything's practical. He doesn't like to use CGI.
Yeah, and I think that's cool
The
too.
fact that they use practical effects on an atomic bomb.
Yeah, it's
Bro.
pretty sick. Even the scenes where like there would be like these weird neutrons flying in the sky, like it would just be a black screen with like these like things flying. That's all practical too, and I think that's pretty sick. I do appreciate Oppenheimer, and it is definitely fantastic. I just think Godzilla Minus One is slightly better for me.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. See, again, I haven't seen it, so I can't really rate it.
You should though. It is.
I don't know.
You would
I don't
like
know.
it.
God,
You might like it.
Well,
Well,
Godzilla for me is a hit or miss too,
yeah.
because like
You want to?
It's not. No, it's not because of that. It's just not.
Oh, okay.
It's just not something I get intrigued in that much. And
That's fair.
yeah, it's
Godzilla's
like,
not for
it's
everyone.
not something that I really get turned on by watching the movie.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
It's not just because I ended up accidentally seeing the one from 2014 3 different times in the span of a week, but that actually happened, by the way.
Yeah, that's a real story.
And it didn't happen on purpose. It was by accident. I ended up seeing 2014 Godzilla 3 times. Now, it's a good movie, but it's not something you watch 3 times in a week. It's not. Especially for someone that doesn't really care that much about Godzilla.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it for like years.
Yeah, you didn't even want to watch any of the follow-ups like Kong and stuff. Of that.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I've never really been intrigued by Godzilla, and having to watch ending up watching that movie 3 times really like
Messed you up.
really messed me up, man. It really did.
Well, that's all the agree or disagrees I'm gonna do now. I still have a couple left over, but we'll save those.
Okay.
Because we're coming up on time. Is there anything else you want to talk about though? Anything you want to say?
Guys, if you've watched Madam Web, I am so sorry.
Yes, we do apologize.
We feel your pain.
If you saw it in theaters,
If you saw it in if you
we feel
wasted
worse.
$20 for a ticket to see Madam Web, I am so sorry. Like Sean watched it for free because it was on Netflix. I paid $4 to rent it off of YouTube,
yeah,
and that still felt like
watching it for free still felt like a waste of money.
that felt like yeah.
So
if you've seen it in theaters, God bless you.
Yeah.
I hope you earn that money I hope that money falls from the sky someday for you.
but give us your ranking of Madam Web out of 10.
Yeah,
down in the
give
comments.
us your thoughts on it. Tell us what you liked or didn't like about it.
Yeah, because there are some people that like it,
Yeah.
which they're wrong.
Tell us what you think you liked or didn't like about the movie. We would
Yes.
love to hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Madam Web.
Bad movie.
Can't believe we got through it, but
I know.
we did.
We
and
struggled.
It was terrible.
Yes. So that does it for this episode, though. Tune in next week where we are going to talk about all things Marvel for 2025.
Also, next week it's for Sean's birthday.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving.
And yeah, and that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna dive into Marvel's 2025 slate. So be ready for that. We're gonna talk about each movie and TV show that's coming out.
Our
We're gonna
excitement level.
level for it. We're gonna deep dive. We're gonna
Yes.
talk about stuff that you probably may have heard or may not have heard about it yet.
We're also gonna say what we want to see or what we think we might see, and we're just gonna talk about a bunch of stuff next week. So tune in for that. Give the Spotify page a follow. Follow us on Instagram at Fongy Corporation. You can email us at thefongycorporation@gmail.com. That's THEFONGY corporation@gmail.com. And you can also leave a comment at the bottom of this episode or any other episode of the podcast, letting us know your thoughts on.
And tell us what you want us to
Whatever.
talk about.
Yes, please.
Like if you have an idea for us to talk about something on here, tell us. Let us know
Yes.
what it is.
We are totally open to constructive criticism. We're also open to suggestions for things you want us to talk about, even if it's stuff that not a lot of people have heard of. Like, you know what? If you want us to watch the My Little Pony movie and review it, we might just do that.
Yeah, if you want us to watch Care Bears 3, then yeah, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, Return of Bear. I don't know.
Return of Care.
Yeah. But we'll pretty much do whatever. We'll talk about whatever.
Yeah.
That's what this is for. But yeah, so that's been our review on Madam Web and a little bit of agree or disagree. And that pretty much does it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yep. I've been Josh,
I've been Sean.
and we'll see you next week.